Hey everybody, welcome back to another Endless Custom video. Today I'm going to be showcasing my 1/12 custom Professor Pig from Batman. So this one I did use the Leatherface Mezco body just because it comes with so many good accessories and this awesome wired coat, or it's not wired, I thought it was wired. Feels like wire, but no, it's just the material. Like this butcher coat, the chainsaw, the shirt and the pants are awesome. That's like the look that I was looking for, and kind of like a thicker version of the Professor Pig, because the one in some of the comics and in the Arkham games, he was a little thinner, I believe, so I kind of wanted to make him a little heavier, so that's why I picked the Leatherface body. But this head sculpt is from eBay. It was extremely hard to find. I've been looking for this head sculpt for a few years now, and it's I don't know why they don't make more, just because they sold out really quick, and I was just happened to get lucky and find it. So shout out to that person that I bought it from eBay. I don't even know his name, but you know, I got it from eBay. So he had either 6-inch or 7-inch ones. I have a 7-inch figure head sculpt somewhere in my fodder lot, but the 6-inch head was obviously a lot better. So let me just give you a quick rundown how tall he is. He is right under 6.5 inches, so he's like 6.25. So he is a little small, which I don't necessarily mind, like to compare to this Zero Blank Body from 5K Toys, so that are about 6.5 inches. So I don't mind that he's a little shorter. But you know, if you are looking for that specific height of 6.5 to 7 inch, this Leatherface is not for you. So he is a little on the short end side, but I don't mind. But again, so I guess this is a Leatherface figure with my custom head sculpt. But you can see here he has an ab crunch. He has the double jointed knees. He can kick forward. I mean, Mezco does such a good work with their figures. I mean, look at this. Like, he can do the splits like that. He has double jointed elbows. He has, you know, he can hit the T-pose easily. So, you know, this figure does serve all the purposes for my custom Professor Pig. But this head sculpt, so let me just talk about this one. So I wanted it to look clean. Like, I didn't want it to look extremely dirty like I've seen some other people do it. They like just trash the head, like with a bunch of like paint, like flicking and all these things. Like, it looks awesome, don't get me wrong, that looks awesome, but I wanted like a cleaner look for my figure, just because he's the character himself is a very like particular person, you know, like he's insane, but you know, he's very particular on perfecting things. So I figured, you know, he would like to keep at least his face clean while he's working, you know, versus, you know, when he's working he's all dirty, right? So that's kind of the yin and yang type thing that I wanted to do, is like his head is clean but then the rest of him is all torn up. So you know, that's kind of what I wanted to do. So if you could see here, let me get some. So I had to paint the whole thing from a cast gray. You can see it like a gray like that, which is my favorite cast, because that other cast from my other video that I talked about, let me try to find it. I should have it on hand. When I get other custom heads, they come in this weird color. It's a lot harder to paint these versus a gray base like this, just because gray is I base all mine gray anyway, but if I were to base this gray, it's gonna come out weird. So excuse me. So I'm glad this one came out gray, because the flesh tone came out a lot easier, and the pig skin definitely helped. Like, it helped me being able to paint it a lot better. So yeah, so I really wanted to make it look like pigskin. Let me see if I definitely need to get a camera because this is on my iPhone. But yeah, so you could see like all the details that I did, the different shades of pink and red and white and brown and black, even in the ears. I kind of wanted to get them a little dirty. The head, I still have to probably dry brush it with a little. I dry brush it with a little bit of white and brown. You can see the brown right here. But I wanted to make him look somewhat young, you know. His eyes are green. You can't tell. Hopefully it focuses. I mean, his eyes are green. It took me forever to paint that because I had to paint the skin above the eye. You see that? And it was really, really hard. And then I had to paint the pig skin around it to make it obviously look like he's wearing a mask. You see there? So I put quite a lot of detail on this figure. I'm glad I took my time with him, just because I think the more time you take on something, the better. I mean, unless you're like a pro and you just burn through it, which is awesome. But for me, when I took my time on painting and learning how to paint, you know, I struggled with the patient parts of it because I'm like, you know what, I want to just burn through it and see how it comes out. But you know, I do use a heat gun to try to dry my paints a little bit faster, but not too super fast. But yeah, I really like the way that this head sculpt came out and the paint. I mean, it just looks insane. Like, why this character hasn't come out in a Batman movie, I'll never know. But me and my nephew are always talking about like who would be one of the worst villains to be in real life. You know, like as far as like the let me see, like the psychology behind it, or the, like, you know, how insane they had to be. Like, I told him Professor Pig is pretty scary for him to think that he's doing good while tearing people apart, you know. Like, he always calls them like his dollies, and you know, he's perfecting them and stuff like that. So, you know, I told him that's a good pick, and he's like, yeah, he's like, that's cool too, but you know, like the Riddler would be insane to be let him to loose, you know, like doing all kinds of things, like whatever. But you know, it's just a conversation we always have, is like, hey, what would be the worst Batman villain to come out that doesn't have like superpowers? You get what I mean? Like, just is a normal person. So we kind of took off like Mr. Freeze, we took him off the list. Who else? Like Bane, we took him off. Like, you know, someone that can be like a person, you know, that doesn't have to fall on acid or something. You get what I mean? So I also told him Scarecrow would be insane too. So anyways, that's just a little fun conversation that we always have. So but let me know what you guys think about my custom 112 Professor Pig. I did him first just because, you know, I used the base body from the Mezco Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface, and then I just did my own custom head sculpt. So that figure is awesome because it comes with quite a lot of stuff. Let me just show you a little bit. All the hands, all the butcher tools, you know, like the bucket of blood. It also comes with the 2 leather head sculpts, and then it also comes with this awesome jacket, and then another apron, you know, like blood and stuff like that. So I got this figure off a trade, so I really enjoyed being able to swap such a good character, you know, trading. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Professor Pig. I kind of had him bowing. That's one of my favorite poses that he does, is he like bows, and you know, in one of the comics, I forget which one, but he's like bowing, and then all his dollos are coming. So I think it's awesome. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my Professor Pig, and like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the support lately. I wanted to mention which characters would you guys like to see. Like, maybe I have done them, maybe I haven't, but I'm gonna be going through them at least once a day is my goal, just to see if it helps with the algorithm or whatever, with TikTok or YouTube or Instagram. So I'm trying to post one a day. But let me know if there's a specific character you would like to see next. The next one I was thinking of was probably my Riddler. I did a custom Riddler. I'm gonna probably post that one next, just because I have a feeling that 5K Toys is gonna be releasing one. Just because they have this awesome suit from, what is that show, the Moon Knight series. So I use that base body from that show, so I'll talk about it a little bit more in that video, but I'll probably do Riddler next. But let me know what you guys think of the Professor Pig, and thank you again for the support. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and as always, keep it original.